it's time for us to have another lesson in mathematics. I'm your usual teacher, Miss Irene Buama. On geometry and measurement, today we are going to measure. So we have measurement of length, height, and distance. Hope you are ready for me. Good! In today's lesson, I expect you to be able to at least identify 3 standard units for measuring length or height or distance, and also identify 1 standard unit of measuring any kind of thing that you want to measure. Today, we are going to use words like measurement, distance, height as our keywords. So let's go over our keywords for us to be able to understand today's lesson. Well, now let's look at our keywords for today. We have measurement. Measurement. What does it mean? The act or process of measuring. Standard. Standard. A setup or an established rule. Length. Length. The longer or shorter dimension of an object. Height. Height. A part that rises upward. The last one is distance. Distance. The space or pace between 2 points. In class 1, you learned some of the body parts that are used in measurement. What are these body parts? The hands, your arms, and your feet. Very good. So the space between your thumb and your little finger is known as the hand span. Your arm is the arm span, or the cubit, which is from your elbow to your middle, the tip of your middle finger. Then your feet, the space between your feet. Good. But are these the standard units for measuring length? No, because your body part is different from mine. The size of your body part is different from mine. So we all don't have the same body part, so it is not accurate. So we need to use the standard unit for measuring length. One standard object used in measuring length or height is the tape measure. The tape measure. Where do you normally see this? Yes, when you visit the tailor or the seamstress. Take a good look at it. It has 2 sides. One side has the spaces bigger than the other side. So there are marks on them with numbers. Take a close look at it. Good. The tailors or the seamstress use the inches side to measure our body part. Now let me take the measurement of my bust. Remember, I need to use the inches side. Wow! The measurement for my bust is 34. 34 what? 34 inches, because I use the inches side. So I have 34 inches. This is how we write the recordings for the measurement for inches. And when you measure in centimeters to, let's say for example, if you had 5 centimeters, you write 5 cm. You don't need to write all this. The cm represents centimeters. Good. Also use the tape measure to measure the height of objects and human beings. Miss Barton, come and let me measure your height. I'm going to use the inches side to measure the height of Miss Barton. Wow! Miss Barton is 16 inches tall. Good. Another form or another object used in measuring length is the ruler. The ruler. Let's take a good look at this ruler. Can you see the numbers? Yes. The ruler has two edges. One edge is used for measuring inch. The other edge is also used for measuring centimeters. For centimeters. I have a figure on the board. What figure is this? Good. It's a triangle. I'm going to use my ruler to measure the sides of the triangle. You remember our line segment lesson? Yes. So I'm going to measure line segment AB, AC, and BC using my ruler. I'm going to use the centimeter side. So now measuring line segment AB with my ruler. Good. So line segment AB is equal to 30 centimeters. Remember I said centimeters is written cm. That is the short form for writing centimeters. Now let's measure line segment BC. Good. Line segment BC is also 17 centimeters. Let's look at the other line, segment AC. Line segment AC is also 30 centimeters. Very good. So you see, I use the unit centimeters to measure the sides of this triangle. So the unit centimeter or centimeters is used for measuring shorter length. But which other unit can we use to measure longer length? Yes, we use the meters or the meter. Let's say for instance, I want to measure the height of this board. I don't need to use the smaller ruler. It's going to take much of my time. So I'm going to use the meter rule to help me measure faster. So you put one end of the ruler at the first point, downwards. Good. So after measuring, I had 1.2 meters. The short form for writing meters is the letter M. You see the 1 meter rule I showed you? Yes. 1,000 of that will give you 1 kilometer. So 1,000 kilometers will give you 1 kilometer. If you need to measure the distance from Newtown Junction to St. Peter's School, you need to measure it in kilometers. So next time if Daddy is driving, try and ask him to calculate the distance from your house to school. so you would know the distance you took from your house to the school. So he's going to calculate it in kilometers. And the instrument that he will use to measure the kilometers is known as speedometer. You see the meter rule I showed you? Yes, 1,000 of that will give you 1 kilometer. So 1,000 meters will give you 1 kilometer. Let's say if you need to measure the distance from Newtown Junction to St. Peter's School, you need to measure that distance in kilometers. And kilometers are measured with the use of speedometer. The next time that Daddy is driving from the house to St. Peter's Mission School, try and ask him to tell you the kilometers he used to get to St. Peter's. So today, in a nutshell, we've learned the standard units for measuring length, height, and distance. We said the inch, the centimeter, and the meters are used to measure length or height. You also use the kilometers to measure distance. Get your rulers, your tape measures, and measure any other object you see around in your homes. Next time when I come your way, we are going to learn the other forms of measurement. Bye-bye.